Peppers Entertainment Television. Turn on the heat.
Hello. என்னோட அன்பான வணக்கம். நான் உங்க ராஜீவ் பேசுகிறேன். It's time for a சூப்பரான ஃபேண்டாஸ்டிக்கான episode of 30 minutes with us only on Peppers Television. Boys and girls, இன்னைக்கு உங்களுக்கு ஒரு பெரிய warning. You have a chance of getting diabetes. And don't worry my friends, ஏன்னா நம்ம guest இருக்காங்க ஒரு பயங்கரமான sweet singer with a very sweet ஆன ஒரு voice. Some lovely songs in movies like Raja Rani, Paradesi and many more my friends. இசையில இருக்கு சாரே காமா. With me இருக்காங்க singer Vandana. வணக்கம், எப்படி இருக்கீங்க மேடம்?
வணக்கம். Thank you so much for having me here today.
Welcome back once again after a very long professional break. Well, of course, இந்த ஒரு 1 yearல வந்து your career was always good. நீங்க வந்து ஒரு it's been a dream run, I believe பண்றேன்.
Absolutely.
And it's going exactly like this. It's flying up. அது வந்து ரொம்ப ஒரு லக்கியான ஃபியூக்கு எப்படி இருக்கு? So tell me, எப்படி ஃபீல் பண்ணுங்க மேடம்?
Feeling great. இந்த மாதிரி நான் கண்டிப்பா எதிர்பார்க்கவே இல்ல that இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு career வரும். And first of all, career in music seemed so unattainable. So அதுவே வந்ததுக்கு I'm very happy. And on top of that, it's been a good run in the past year at least.
சொல்லுங்க, when you started off in 2012, எப்போ நீங்க வந்து the career start பண்ணீங்க as a playback singer, இது வந்து எதிர்பார்த்தீங்களா எப்பவுமே that I will reach this height? Because இப்போ வந்து Vandana is a very famous ஆன ஒரு voice of Tamil cinema. இது எதிர்பார்த்தீங்களா எப்படி?
No, not at all. Like I said, நான் actually ஒரு கம்பெனில work பண்ணிட்டு இருந்தேன் and அப்பதான் I just come back from London, என்னோட ஸ்டடீஸ்லாம் முடிச்சிட்டு, and I thought சரி இந்தியால work பண்ணலாம், at least music will be alive with
the
our
company hired you because of your brains or voice or
like
combination of both.
I think entertainment quota also.
அங்க கூட இருக்கு, கம்பெனில also வந்து entertainment quota இருக்கு.
No, but I had the most amazing colleagues and ரொம்ப சப்போர்ட்டிவா இருந்தாங்க. and they always said that இந்த மாதிரி recording ஏதா வந்ததுன்னா you can always கொஞ்சம் flexible-ஆ இருக்கலாம். And that's why I chose a relatively young company and the flexibility இருக்கும்னு. So and in the course of the 1 year and a few months that I worked with them, they were extremely supportive. And then my boss ஒரு நாள் சொன்னாங்க இந்த மாதிரி, if you wake up in the morning and you want to go to a studio, it's perfectly fine, but you know you should be true to yourself. So அதனால I quit that job and I got into music.
Super.
Full time. And it's going to be 4 years in a couple of months. So yeah.
சரி மேடம், well of course சில songs இருக்கு, சில moments இருக்கு where ஒரு good singer வந்து becomes a great singer and a very popular singer. So இப்போ வந்து when you look back at all these wonderful songs, right from தாண்டவம் till இப்போ வரைக்கும் 10 நிமிஷத்துக்குள்ள என்ன song இருக்கு that you feel அந்த transformation இருந்தது மேடம்?
I think so it's very hard to pick just one song and the madri kelvi idu. So and I think in the entire 4 years there are 3 moments which kind of avlo or different an identity koduthu. So I think the first one would be my debut. I think without that debut I would not be here. In the madri or identity irundirukadu.
In the vaati vand I want to thank GB Prakash for giving us a lovely singer nichama. Yeah, without you music would not have been this great.
Thank you. But obviously I have to thank GB Prakash.
I will do it on your behalf. Sorry.
So that was the first thing. Adukapro nadula we had an opportunity to perform at the Olympics in London 2012 le. So I think adu varaikum no playback singer had performed with a band. Correct. So that gave me a fresh identity and nariya respect vandha and the performance.
International experience,
exactly.
International respect indhathu.
And out of 10,000 entries only 2 were chosen. Adu Asia linde there were just 2 bands and China and India. So it was a very proud moment.
If there was one also you would have been that one madam, not 2.
No, there was a fantastic band from China. So yeah, no comparison.
Adu வந்து 2 great landmarks.
Absolutely. Amma moonavathu was the Rammi padathila inda kuda mele kuda vechi. I think adu varaikum I had a nice identity. Ana inda paattukku appo it was like a fresh kind of perspective. Avlo per call panni, email panni, message panni feedback kodutanga. In fact even till today nariya perku I think they don't know that I sang the song and the part nalla theriyum. So enak aduve porum. When I see people talk about the song avlo excited they say you know the part avlo nalla irukku. Thanks to Iman sir, naturally
it's so fresh in the song.
It's so fresh. Amma there's some magic in it and I think that's because of Iman sir entirely. Avaroda work பண்ணும்போது his energy kind of rubs off on everybody who works with him. And I think it's entirely
there is some magic in that. The magic வந்து ஒரு logic இருக்கு. அது வந்து என்னன்னா வந்தனா ஸ்ரீனிவாசனோட voice இருக்கு அந்த magic.
Thank you. It was a duet, so Prasanna sir also did a fantastic job and I think the whole combination sometimes on the package நீங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா it was just perfect.
Now you ஒரு கஷ்டமான கேள்வி, choose one, D Iman or GB Prakash, you start talking with that person.
You're going to put me in a lot of
Okay,
trouble.
we'll start with D Master because of course, have you gone to Google recently, madam? Google.com ku poirkinga. You type super hit. Adu artham na vandu D Iman varudhu. Every song vandu super. Illena vandu super duper hit agudhu. Andha maadhiri oru feel irukku. You have sung some lovely songs with D Iman sir. Neenga sonninga Rummy indhu recent we have 10 minuthukulla and many more Kayal kure irukka and lots more superbana songs. D Iman le vandu you have grown with him with some superbana songs. He has changed so much. So cholunga in this traveling journey with D Iman sir, your favorite songs with him, memories with D Iman cholunga sir.
I think my first memory of Iman sir is that na avangala Facebook la message pannirundhen saying, and I sent some songs of mine in the madri I've worked on these songs and I would love to work with you. So I messaged him and very sweetly he actually took the time to listen to it and he said, why don't you come out to the studio? And one day I got a call and Aniki actually, so the first thing that I recorded for him was a very beautiful, and there's a dialect of Hindi called Maithili. Adla I recorded a small piece for a film. That was the first like point of contact. And adukaprom he called me for Rummy. And na poi paadnen and Aniki actually had a very high fever. So our call பண்ணும்போது I said I'm feeling a little unwell, but he said okay, நீங்க try பண்ணுங்க, let's see what comes out of it. I said okay, I don't want to miss a recording. It's my first proper song recording, so I want to go. I listened to the song and அங்க என்னன்னா it's hard to explain. The studio நீங்க enter பண்ண உடனே you feel you're in a different zone.
அந்த energy தெரியுது.
Energy is really good. And அங்க போன உடனே I listened to the song and it was so beautiful. நான் நினைச்சிட்டே இருந்தேன் இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு song miss பண்ணிட்டேன்னா I would have never forgiven myself. பிரசன்னாவும் இருந்தாங்க. So what Iman sir does is when he records a duet and the old school thinking மாதிரி he gets both the singers together, which is beautiful because
the live chemistry வந்து is something else, madam.
Exactly. இன்னைக்கு recording is very convenient because நீங்க எல்லாமே ஒரு every element separate record பண்ணி you can stitch it together. ஆனா அந்த சேர்ந்து பண்றதுல there's a beautiful energy, beautiful chemistry.
And the sync and the chemistry is something else.
Especially if it's a love song, which is what Kudamele was. So both of us recorded turn by turn Padno and both of us were so excited because we knew this was the beginning of something really beautiful. Record பண்ணதுக்கு அப்புறம் I think nearly a year or so later the song came out.
Of course, sing me songs that you have worked with D Iman. So unga favorite songs that are released so far with D Iman. I think one has to be
Kudamele. Absolutely. I will sing that now. Kuda mele kuda vechu kudaluru poravala nee koote kettu poga sonna enna sollooru enna ottamaya naamam poga idu nerama thuvakala teechi vechu thuruirama na porenu sollama varene odarama நீ தாயேன கேட்காம தாரேனே தாராளமா.
Super, fantastic. Well, of course, D Iman sort of under a great track record. Now let's go on to another lovely relationship which you have with, of course, GV Prakash. Sort of lovely on his songs and great music. Cholunga with GV Prakash, eppadi irukku indha oru journey and your favorite songs with him, memories with him.
So it's kind of funny. I think the first recording I was very nervous, I was very timid. Na nearly aluditen actually.
Ayyo.
Because enachina
imagine poor GV Prakash what he'll be thinking. Ninga aruringa avar enna pannom.
Not in front of him. Illa enachina I was at work in this other company and enakku oru recording audition call vandhathu. They said we're calling from GV Prakash studio and can you please come. And the audition kaga da na oru paadi paadirundhen. I mean that was the track that gave me to sing. So I sang and then obviously I was very timid, very nervous and I didn't know if I did a good job. In fact I thought I did a horrible job. So na yarukume edume sollala because I was very embarrassed. The recording mudichittu I came out and I was very upset, nearly crying, thinking avladhaan career pochu onnu panna podudilla.
Start agale tagna poichu.
I have to change my name, move to another country. And the madri
avlo yosichinga takku
this is like working all the time. So 3 days later he announced on Twitter saying I'm going to introduce this singer called Vandana. So that was a turning point. And so அப்போலேருந்து like now obviously it's a different kind of relationship. Like இப்போ நான் ஏதா தப்பா பாடுனா நானும் I'll start laughing, then he'll start laughing and the tension அப்படியே
so the comfort zone one which is very important when you're singing, expressing comfort
to understand each other better and it's a nice relationship, very special.
And one of favorite songs with GV Prakash I like Raja Rani very much actually. Which is your personal favorite?
That is a beautiful song that I sang for him, but naturally my topmost on the list would be Orupadi. For so many reasons, my debut, and it was a very special song. And like I said, I was very timid during the recording, but I think it kind of worked because in the video, Anushka Shetty is a little, shy, nervous, and the Madhuri. So I think that's why it kind of gelled. Apart from that, I sang this nice song for him in Nan Sigappa Manidan called Unna Say Kadal Sunna. So that was a very cute song. And that was in fact the starting of like a different kind of recording. Otherwise, I was getting mostly melodies. And he gave me this peppy, upbeat song. Lots of guitars and...
Over singer ku வந்து the feedback is very important. Of course, சொல்றாங்க chemistry between a hero, heroine is very important. அதே மாதிரி chemistry between a singer and a music director வந்து ரொம்ப முக்கியமான sync இருக்கு. So tell me about your favorite moments with G.V. Prakash and your favorite moment with D. Iman sir. Funny instance.
I think with Iman sir, in fact, and the favorite moment happened, there are many. And off the top of my head, if you ask me to talk about one, recently அவங்க live shows பண்ண ஆரம்பிச்சாங்க. So Malaysia was the debut live performance. So அங்க see, he is such a famous person right now, and he can really kind of command, you know. And but when a person like him speaks well of other people, it really says a lot about him.
Correct.
So
shows
now,
the greatness of the person.
It shows the humility and the greatness of a person. So stage ku போறதுக்கு முன்னாடி, he was already on stage and singers were being introduced. I mean, every singer pati spoke some really nice words and brought us on stage, and we really felt like family. So I'm sure this was a special moment for all the singers. But it really stood out for me.
Or singer ku வந்து awards are very important. இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு compliment வந்து makes it a real award.
Yeah, and more than awards are naturally exciting. More than that, to hear what people think of you, of your work, and you need that kind of acknowledgement.
Especially a lot of someone like D. Iman sir.
Yeah, so we were flying, and naturally the concert went really well after that. It was
one more song of D. Iman sir, please. It's lovely, absolutely lovely.
உன்னை இப்போ பார்க்கணும், ஒன்னு பேசணும், என்ன கொட்டி தீக்கணும், அன்பு காட்டணும், உறவே மனம் தேம்புதே, உசிரே இப்போ பார்க்கணும், ஒன்னு பேசணும், என்ன கொட்டி தீக்கணும், அன்ப காட்டணும்.
Fantastic. Okay, madam. Well, of course, alagana songs, lovely differences in voice and feeling. Partying ரொம்ப ஈஸியா பாடுறீங்க. இது வந்து is the reason practice or Carnatic foundation? என்ன reason for இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு comfort of changing your tones?
I don't believe that you have to have training to be a singer, because நிறைய பேருக்கு it's just a natural gift, a natural tendency. And what I believe is that training gives you the advantage of communicating. Correct. Especially recording பண்ணும்போது, when you have people from say different countries, but you all speak the same technical language, it's easy to communicate. So that advantage is there, which you can't really ignore. Also, I think playback singing could definitely helps to have a bit of a foundation to understand what you're singing.
Or flexibility irukku, or extra control irukku.
Exactly, and ipola the voice culture training is very very popular for valid reasons. Now they teach you how to control your voice, how to sing in different styles. I've trained in Carnatic and Hindustani music, and but that has been a break for a few years now, but I practice at home. So
ஒரு சிங்கருக்கு வந்து இப்போ நிறைய கனவு இருக்கு, ஒரு ஆர்டிஸ்ட்க்கு வந்து ஏகப்பட்ட கனவு இருக்கு. In this situation வந்து உங்களுக்கு next aim என்ன, next goal என்ன இருக்கு?
There's a long list of composers I want to work with. Even I want to work, and so I think I'm focusing on that list right now. Inge South la nariya per irukanga.
Adha list vandu konja detail la solringla ipo?
Sollalam, but the list konja never ending madri. So Rahman sir, Raja sir, neenga endha singer ketalum indha answer da kedikum. And Bollywood I want to work with nariya music directors indha madri, Amit Trivedi sir, Salim Sulaiman, Vishal Shekhar. Avangaloda style of music எனக்கு ரொம்ப பிடிக்கும், and I've always wanted to sing in Hindi, so hopefully
we'll give you that chance today also. You can sing a song in Hindi, and we'll be very happy to hear that side of Vandana also.
I'd love to.
Okay, அந்த ஒரு ஃபீல்ட்ல ஒரு சிங்கருக்கு வந்து சிங்கிங் தவிர ஏகப்பட்ட டிராவலிங் இருக்கு, because every singer is demanded in different countries. போய்ட்டு கான்சர்ட்ஸ் இருக்கு, லைவ் ஃபீட்பேக் வருது, you play, you sing your favorite songs in front of the audience who love to hear you. So இந்த எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் பத்தி கொஞ்சம் சொல்லுங்க. எங்க போயிருக்கீங்க, என்ன ஃபீட்பேக் வந்திருக்கு, one moment on stage வந்து மறக்க முடியாத moment?
I think in the industry அது ரொம்ப பெரிய advantage. நீங்க நிறைய ஊர் பார்க்கலாம், travel பண்ணலாம், perform பண்ணலாம், you meet people from all over the world. And எனக்கு I think my first proper ஒரு பெரிய stage show அந்த மாதிரி பாத்தீங்கன்னா it was in Dubai with Harris Jayaraj sir. This was in 2012 February. அது வரைக்கும் I had done like குட்டி concerts, but nothing really like on the large scale. ஆமா, so when we reached the place and saw the venue, and mathavangala, they were all experienced singers, so naturally avungalukku it would have been very kind of regular everyday kind of occurrence. Ana enakku I was blown by the magnitude and I was so nervous.
ஆமா, முதல் வாட்டி வந்து இவ்ளோ பெரிய பிளாட்ஃபார்ம்ல ஏகப்பட்ட பெரிய ஆடியன்ஸ் இருக்கு, எக்ஸ்பெக்டேஷன்ஸ் இருக்கு.
ஆமா, and I remember sound check பண்ணும்போது I was so scared, and அங்கேயும் அழகே வர மாதிரி.
எங்க போனா நீங்க வந்து கிரைங்க ரெடியா இருக்கீங்க, நீங்க இப்போ வந்து கொஞ்சம்
இல்ல இப்போ okay, but I was very nervous, and அது என்னன்னா we were practicing with in-ears, and அது என்னன்னா you can actually communicate with everybody and everybody can hear what you're singing, so it's like, and on stage there's some 60 people, so அவங்க எல்லாரும் they're not judging you as such, ஆனா உங்களுக்கு அப்படி தோணும் இல்லையா, like how am I singing, I hope I sound okay, so that was quite scary.
Stage la vandu 60 people ana off stage vandu 60000 people
exactly, so avlo perku avlo clear ah kekka podu, then you have to do a good job. But the show went off really well, and romba nalla feedback vandhathu from Harris sir, from the engineers, from everybody, so that was a very special.
And nariya singers vandirukanga, they say that they wish they had sung the song that you sang in Pardesi or Rammi and madhi solvanga, ana neenga vandu enna song paadano aasai padringa, ana neenga vandu and vibe valla ungalku கண்டிப்பா லிஸ்ட் இருக்கா தானே,
very long
லிஸ்ட் இருக்கா, புக் இருக்கா,
புக் நிறைய எடிஷன்ஸ் இருக்கு.
ரீசன்ட்டா என்ன சாங் வந்து கேட்டிங்க, நீங்க ஃபீல் பண்ணீங்க அந்த சாங் எனக்கு வந்திருந்தா I would have been a lot happier?
Recently I'm not able to think of any song in particular, ana in the question I have like one song that I never forget.
வித்தியாசமான கேள்விதான்,
but நான் obviously மனசுல நிறைய நினைச்சிட்டு இருப்பேன், எனக்கு இந்த பாட்டு பாடி இருந்தா நல்லா இருந்திருக்கும், so I feel this way about முன்பே வா from ஜின்னோர காதல். நான் ஏன் பாடல இந்த பாட்டு, but at that time I was not even in India, I think.
They could have called you back. No, it's worth calling you for that song.
Correct. Okay. I had no idea I would become a playback singer one day. Obviously, I had the dream, Anna. I didn't think it would happen. So, இப்போ playback singer ஆன பிறகு I think, okay, அந்த பாட்டு பாடிக்கலாம்.
Sometimes what you don't think happens. நானும் யோசிச்சு பார்க்கவே இல்லை. இந்த செலவாட்டி வந்தனா வந்து முன்பே சாங் பாடுவாங்க. இன்னைக்கு வந்து நம்மளுக்கு ஒரு பெரிய வாய்ப்பு, ஏன்னா வந்தனா ஸ்ரீனிவாசன் going to sing முன்பே வா for us.
Yeah, sure. முன்பே வா என் அன்பே வா உணவா உயிரே வா முன்பே வா என் அன்பே வா பூ பூவாய் பூப்பும் வானா நானா கேட்டேன் என்னை நானே நானியா நெஞ்சம் சொன்னதே முன்பே வா என் அன்பே வா உணவா உயிரே வா முன்பே வா என் அன்பே வா பூ பூவாய் பூப்பும்
Absolutely magical. Vandana madam ரொம்ப அழகா பாடுறீங்க. நான் இப்போ யோசிக்கிறேன் அந்த சாங் வந்து நீங்க ஏன் பாடல, because you sang better than the original. Music தேவையே இல்லை, அவ்வளவு அழகா பாடுறீங்க நீங்க. Okay, but of course நம்ம வந்து மீட் பண்ணுவோம் before about a year or 2 years back நம்ம மீட் பண்ணுவோம். And I can say one thing, that your career has changed a lot from success to more success. And நீங்க வந்து மாறவே இல்லை. You're still the same simple, happy, hard-working person. And I hope this continues. I wish you all the best.
Thank you so much.
And thank you once again for coming.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Thank you very, very much. And the feel like boys and girls, lots of melody, lots of bad voice and some awesome voice. And the feel like unga likes, feedback and comments romba mukkiyamaana vishayam. So please log on to facebook.com/peppers. My name is Raji. This is the wonderful Vandana Srinivasan. Goodbye and stay tuned to Peppers Television. Suda suda unga manadai toda.